In this life, whatever you are doing, do it with confidence. Like, don't let anybody tell you are doing rubbish. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. In case you're new here, my name is Lydia, and if you're not new, thank you so much for coming back to my video today. So in today's video, as you can tell from the title, I'm going to be talking about how I started doing makeup here in Nigeria, being self-taught, how I was able to juggle studying civil engineering and doing makeup, and how I was able to convince my Nigerian parents to let me practice makeup, which is my passion other than civil engineering, which I studied. So if you like to hear what I have to say, my tips and tricks, advice for you if you're upcoming and you don't know what to do about building your kids, learning makeup, all that jazz, and how to also, kind of cajole your parents into letting you practice makeup and all of that good stuff, just a lot of good stuff basically, please keep on watching. Give me a thumbs up in case you enjoyed this video, subscribe to my channel, share this video in case you like it on your stories. I'd love to see and repost on my stories as well. So without further much talking and rambling, let's get into the video, guys. So basically, I was a tomboy. I'm going to start from like my background and my base story before I get to this point where I am now. So basically, from secondary school up until uni 200 level, I was a freaking tomboy. Like, I didn't even own the tiniest enchanter powder. If you're a girl from secondary school, you know the enchanter powder I'm talking about, the white powder that you put on your hand and dust off the excess and then rub on your face. I didn't have that. It was that bad. I was on low cut, I was wearing high tops, I was sagging my skirts. Well, the whole shebang. Like, you can't tell me nothing. You understand? I was a boy in a girl form. So fast forward to 2014, and then I didn't really wow, I just said and then wow. So then I didn't even get why people would do makeup and like spend hours and hours drawing their eyebrows, doing their eyelashes. I didn't get the whole concept. I'm like, there's no time. Like, you guys are wasting so much time. They wake up so early. My precious sleep. They wake up so early and then they start early so that they can meet up with lectures and everything. And me, then I couldn't think of sacrificing my sleep for anything. Like, nada. Do you understand me? Nothing. So my friend Ochuko, she was there. She was one of the first people that I got close to that kind of was into makeup. Ochuko would beat her face finish. Like, that time, or in 2014, she would do her face clean. So she was one of the people that I got close to that knew how to do makeup. But then I still don't understand why she was taking so long doing her makeup. And then we're chilling. I can't remember whose room exactly we were chilling in one day back then in school. So in my school, they didn't let us use mobile phones, but we could use iPods, iPads, laptops, or the whole other stuff apart from mobile phones. And this girl, my friend as well, she was showing me, or she was scrolling through pictures on Instagram. 2014, I did not have Instagram. It was after this encounter that I'm telling you guys about that I opened Instagram. So I didn't even know about Instagram. I didn't even know about YouTube. I didn't know what YouTube what? I didn't know about YouTube. So basically just Instagram I knew about. And I wasn't even on Instagram, just Facebook at the time, and to go. If you're Nigerian, you know what to go is and what I'm talking about. So basically, she was scrolling through Very Good Bad Girls page. Now her name is Glam by Isoken, and this moment will always be a pivotal moment in my makeup career. Like, I can't tell my makeup story without telling you guys about this moment, because I don't know if I was not in that room that day, I might not have been. You know, those kind of moments that kind of define the course of your life. You didn't even know. Looking back now in hindsight, I didn't even know that moment would define the course of my life like that. Like, such. Well, let's get back to what I was saying before I get carried away. So she was scrolling through Instagram and she was scrolling through Very Good Bad Girls page, and then at that 2014, that was the time that she had lost weight. She lost a lot of weight, so she was wearing this like top. If you pay attention to Glam by Isoken, you'll know this top I'm talking about. It's like off shoulder. They used an Igbo print. She was wearing that top, and in that picture she had her makeup on point, her hair was on point, she was rocking this like dreads. I can never forget that picture, even if I wanted to. I still have it on my iPad that I was using then in school. So I just took her page that time, and I think that was the time that that song was raining. Very good bad guy, very good bad guy by Ice Prince or something like that. So it was easy for me to memorize her handle. And then I went back to my room. I went on Instagram. I went to that page. Then I saw that she had a YouTube. She was saying, "Oh, go see my videos on YouTube." Like, you know, those kind of promo posts you do on Instagram. So I now went to her YouTube channel. I saw the videos where she was dancing with her sister. Then I found out she was a twin. Then I watched all her videos she had posted when she was in uni, that she was doing like outfits of the day. Guys, I became so obsessed with Isoken. It wasn't even about makeup. It was me being obsessed with Isoken. That was my first encounter of liking somebody I'd never seen before. Usually I'd like people based off of me meeting you in person. You get, like, that was the first time that I've never spoken to this person. I don't know how she is in person. I didn't know if she would even care about someone like me, but I would almost say I loved Isoken so much without even getting to see her. So I started watching her tutorials on YouTube. Then I now started getting across whose video did I even see again? Okay, it was either Liz Live or Jackie Aina. One of them, their eyebrow tutorial. And then that's how I started getting into the YouTube live, started watching their videos gently, guys. This was about beginning of 2014. I didn't pick up a makeup brush until like November-ish. So at that time, that November, I had watched one of Isoken's videos. She did like a tutorial. She did a tutorial where she did with MAC or something, a MAC lipstick, heroin or MAC heroin lipstick, something like that. She was on low cut. So she did that video, and I loved that video so much. I wanted to practice it that day. In my house at that time, that day, I didn't have, because of watching her throughout the year, I started to buy makeup small, but it's not like nice makeup. You know those kiddies makeup if you're in Nigeria, those cheap makeup that those Aboki sell. Yeah, I bought the eyeshadow palette from them, and I bought, what did I even buy? Lipstick. I bought lipstick and I bought mascara. So I'll never forget, that lipstick is like a nudish pink lipstick. So basically that was what I had at that day when I watched that Isoken's video, and I wanted to do that look that she did. So I went into my bathroom, because in my house the lights are quite dull, but the ones in the bathroom are very bright. So I went inside there, carried a mirror and started doing makeup. Asked me what I was doing, but I didn't know. I didn't care. I was just doing on my face. And I took a picture and I posted. Everybody on Facebook were like, "Wow, girl, that's so fun. Princess, if you're watching." She was one of my friends as well that really heard it from me when I started. So she was like, "Oh, wow, this is so nice, very supportive." So that's how from there I started practicing, getting in love with it, practicing, and here we are today. Like, I basically taught myself everything I know. Of course, my online teachers like Isoken, Beauty by JJ, Jackie Aina, Liz Live, and all the other ones, like, they were my teachers online, because if it was not for them, I would not have known the basics I needed to know, especially for eyebrow. Like, it didn't make sense to me why you will finish drawing pencil, you now come and conceal down, conceal up. Like, it was like, what are you people doing? Why are you doing it like that? What did you do? But Isoken's eyebrow tutorial, the one that she posted that day, I won't forget, 2015 or 2016, 2015, she posted that eyebrow tutorial. It was like, when you're reading a book or reading something and your inner mind is like, oh, okay, that's why this thing is like this. That's what happened. That was the eye-opening moment for me with eyebrows. Like, I understood why she concealed under and concealed on top. All the whole while I've been watching other tutorials, I didn't get why. Maybe it was how she explained it. Maybe it was how, she did the video. But guys, that video opened my mind to eyebrow concealing on top and under. So that was one of my first pivotal moments. And then I went on to try and start getting foundations. I wouldn't forget, then they didn't have like the bazillion Nigerian brands that you have now. So I could only access Tara and some fake Mary Kay. So I bought one fake Mary Kay in 607, and I bought a Tara foundation. Those were my two foundations. The Tara one was a bit lighter. At the time, I thought lighter means like, your face needs to be lighter when you apply your makeup. But anyway, that's why I bought those two foundations, because it will lead me to the point where I'm going to make for you. Being a student trying to build up your kit, you don't need a whole lot of foundations. Just have your color theory in mind. Do you understand? Like, just have your color theory in mind, and I would always say you need just 3 foundations, and it's something you can save towards deducting from your allowance. So I used to deduct from my allowance then, and then I'll save towards, maybe say I want to get a foundation, and the foundation is like 7k, 6k. Then I used to buy foundation for 3k because they were fake, except for the Tara one. Tara one was my most expensive foundation. So for 3k, I'll save up like maybe 500, 1k, you know, to get the first foundation, then to get the second foundation. Guys, it wasn't easy, but it was gentle and it was slow, but we made it. Like, it doesn't depend how gradual of a process you're going through. Just keep going. Like, just keep going. Don't keep the snowball rolling. Don't stop saying, oh, nobody's supporting me, because I have a lot of comments like that, a lot of DMs. Oh, please support me, give me makeup products, give me the guys. Like, if you keep waiting for people to help you out, you're going to keep waiting. Do you understand? If you keep waiting for people to help you out, you're going to keep waiting. Why not go out there and make the change that you desire for yourself? I picked up this palette to show you guys. This was my first ever like palette, colorful palette I got, because instantly I gravitated towards colors. So I'd always watch Dima Ume. That was when I found out about Dima Ume in 2014. Her name was That Igbo Chick, and she was like the only YouTuber I knew. Isoken was in Nigeria, but she was abroad more than she was in Nigeria. But Dima was in Nigeria, so she was one of the YouTubers I knew that were in Nigeria at the time that was doing makeup, and she would do her Ankara inspired tutorials. She showed this palette quite a few times, and I had to go buy it. This was my first ever color anything, and I loved how she played with it and how, you know, colors came together to make something really beautiful on the eyes. Guys, the process was very tedious. I have a few of them here still. Like, this was my first ever palette. Like, when I bought this palette, it's from Classic. I think Classic still makes products as well. At the time, I didn't know that they were a Nigerian brand, but this was my first palette I ever bought. It was, I don't know, I can't remember the price. Very costly to me that time in school, but that palette helped me through a lot. When I say a lot of clients. This video is going to be everywhere because there's no function to it, but I just want you guys to see, like, if you watch my Snapchat tutorials from like 2015, 2016, you would have seen this palette a lot. This was my first Morphe palette, Morphe 35O palette. I've gone on to own a lot of other Morphe palettes as well. It doesn't matter what you have. I even have the cost. This is, guys, all the makeup I did from 2015, 2014, 2015, 2016. Beginning of 2016, by middle of 2016, I got my first makeup box. This was what I was using. Can you see? Let me bring it up close for you, because I still kept all of them. To me, they are my museum of makeup. This was the pot I was using. This is what contained my foundations. I had 3 foundations, 1 medium shade, 1 dark shade, and 1 light shade. I had mascara. Did I even have powder? I didn't have setting powder. I was using the lighter powder in that Classic palette to show you guys, and God has brought me here. Basically, what I want to say is, it doesn't matter what it is you are doing now, like how it is, how the makeup is looking jaga jaga, because even then, man, the first day I learned how to do contour and highlight, not say learn, the first day I tried to do contour and highlight, man, I put a dark foundation, just this strip, I just drew it, bam. My friend Joanne, that day I was going for chapel service, I remember very clearly. I came out of the room and she was just looking at me. So me, I was not feeling myself, like, not that kind of, I know you're looking at me, but I'm not going to look at you, but I know you're looking at me. Then she now came, she said like, why is your face like this? Why is it not blended? I'm like, no, this is contour. She was trying to help me blend it with her hand. I'm like, don't touch it. Don't touch my contour. Don't touch it. Now looking back at it in my life, I'm like, God, you were messing up that time and you didn't even know. In this life, whatever you are doing, do it with confidence. Like, don't let anybody tell you are doing rubbish. Tell them no, that is how it's meant to be. You know, before people started singing or dancing a different dance step, someone had to dance rubbish first before they copied them. So be confident in what you are doing. I remember then my highlights would be not blended, terrible, just a line. You know, I couldn't afford the good highlighters now, and trust me, Nigerian brands has made it so easy now. Like this one I used on my face today from Younger Beauty, amazing, and it's a Nigerian brand. I didn't have access to this then, so it was just fakes of the American brands that were available. So the highlights would just sit on my face, not blended at all, and I'll go, and guys in my class, my department, they'll be like, why is it sitting on your face like that? Why is this powder they shine for your face like this? I'm like, that's highlights, don't touch it, don't touch it, don't touch it. Oh, so like it took a while. I think the first time I finally felt like I started getting a hang of my makeup was in 2016. Like that's when I started getting into cut crease, glitter. Then they used to call me the glitter queen, because I feel like I was one of the first people that really brought glitter into like the Nigerian like circle or whatever. Like one of the first people that played with glitter a lot. So I know there were a few others, but I feel like I was, not to toot my own horn, but I think I was. So people call me the glitter queen, they call me the cut crease queen then, because I was so experimental. I'll play with glitter, and of course Isoken was always playing with glitter in her videos. She even went up to have a glitter line and everything. So I was following this girl, everything she was doing I was following her. So she was one of the people that gave me confidence, the first person that gave me confidence to play with glitter and play with makeup, and just the way she dressed, the way she carried herself, the way she talked, the way her nails were always on point. Girl, like she was a mentor to me. She was someone like, I can't tell you guys the makeup story without talking about Isoken. So yeah, the OGs call her very good bad girl, because that's the name we knew her with. Anyway, back to what I was saying. That's how everything went. Like the whole process was cumbersome, because teaching yourself is different from somebody actually telling you, oh, this is how your contour is meant to be, or this is how your highlight is meant to be. Blend out your eyebrows, your eyeliner is not straight, it's meant to go this way, it's not meant to go this way. You know, it was very difficult because nobody was showing me that. So I didn't have any like people telling me what to do in person, you know. And something as little as you see someone blending in the videos on YouTube, and then you see the video and the person is like moving so fast, and you think that's how you're meant to blend. Nasty, you're meant to take your time and blend. Something as little as this took me over a year to figure out. Like it took me over a year to figure out that okay, they're actually blending like this, but they fast forwarded it because of YouTube attention span, and you know, maybe they didn't want the video to be too long, because actually videos take a lot of time to film, but if we put that whole footage on YouTube, it will be too long and nobody will even watch it. So I didn't know that. Something as little as that, something as someone telling me calm down, chill, don't be in a hurry in life, just blend it gently. I didn't know that. It took me a while to figure it out. So things like that made it a bit more difficult to learn makeup. But then as time went on, I started getting the hang of it. I started reaching for more, you know, like not limiting myself to what my tutors taught me online, reaching in more to figure out things myself, try out new stuff, and here we are today, guys. And I'm still learning. If I have my way, I'll still go for like some very advanced courses in makeup, because I really want to go into theater makeup, like FX proper, design of wigs, makeup, like those. Do you know this girl on Instagram, the wigs and makeup manager? Like that's where I aspire to be, guys. I don't want to be in the group with any Nigerian makeup artist with the smoky eye and gilly. Like I'm doing makeup now, yes, because I need to make ends meet. This hustle on this channel, on this platform, I'm not there paying up well, but that is what pays the bills, the makeup I'm doing now. But I don't want to be classified with the normal Nigerian makeup artists where they just do gilly and do smoky eyes and nude lips and slay. I'm not saying like those people, they kill it, they are super talented, but that's not my dream. My dream is to be on a whole nother level, first of my kind, and I'm getting there. If you're watching, if you're paying attention, I'm working towards there, because people don't want to know the videos I watch, the videos I practice, the courses I paid for online, but I want to just like take it as it comes, basically, like just gradually, gently take it as it comes. So yeah, that brings me to the other point which I was going to talk about. a lot of you don't know, or a lot of you know, I studied civil engineering in school, and up until 300, 400 level. Okay, when I wanted to learn makeup in 300 level, that was 2014. I told my dad, I was like, Daddy, please pay for me money. I want to learn makeup during my IT in Tara. At that time, Tara was like 150, 160. My Igbo father trusted me, told me, he said, Madam, my obligation to you is to feed you and to take care of you. I've paid your school fees and I've sent your allowance money. That's all I owe you. I don't owe you anymore. Do you understand? So he refused to pay. That was even what pivoted me or pushed me to look for another alternative way to learn this makeup, because I was really burning with passion for it. So that's how I started doing that by myself. He didn't support me. So even when he heard, or sometimes when he would see me practicing at night, he'd be like, you're supposed to be reading your book, you're studying civil engineering, you're supposed to be solving maths, you're not supposed to be drawing eyebrow, because he didn't understand it. Guys, it was so bad. I'm reading for an exam, I'm playing Isoken's video in the background, or I'm playing a YouTuber's video in the background. Like, it was that bad. See, it was that bad. So he was like, this is not what I sent you to school to do. You're going to go and fail. And if you've watched my Get Ready With Me on how I almost didn't graduate, you get why he was even that upset. He was saying this and it was getting him so upset. So I tried to hide the fact that I was still doing the makeup that he told me very vehemently not to do. I hid that fact. Even coming out of school, he was expecting that I would go and start looking for a job. Of course, coming out of school was in 2016. 2017-ish, so I did my service done 2017, and he kind of saw that throughout my service I didn't really ask him for money, because I served in KD here. I didn't really ask him for money. I got my first small studio before moving to the bigger one that I have now, and I didn't ask him for money. I just called him when I was done to come see the place and bless it for me. And you know, I think those kind of little things where he's kind of saying that I'm being independent. Trust me, if it was not that he didn't want me to leave my home, like in KD, he said I'm not leaving, like he didn't want me to leave until I get married. And I'm someone that holds family virtues and family ties very sacred. Like, if my father doesn't bless me to leave and go to Lagos or go to Canada or go wherever, I wouldn't leave without his blessing. So everybody keeps asking, oh, why haven't you left to Lagos? You're so talented, you should go to Lagos. Da, 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 da. If the prophet over my life does not bless me and say go, I'm not going anywhere. So that's why I'm still here, basically. So he was saying that apart from that, like if I had my way, I would have left. That's what I'm trying to say. I would have left his house to go and struggle on my own. But he said I had to stay. But even at home, I was bringing money for like fuel, paying for the units, bringing food home, paying for food stuff, you know, little things like that. He started to not ask me as much, oh, when are you going to go to work? When are you going to go and look for a job? Oh, I submitted your CV here. Oh, I did this. Oh, prepare your CV. Oh, do you know, he started getting more trustworthy of me, and God blessed me. My online career really picked up. Like a lot of you started following me and supporting me, and brands started paying for reviews, paying for posts, and here we are today, guys. So the clients I have for makeup and also the online clients and brands really helped me get to where I am. But it didn't all come. Like, I remember my first ever PR package was in 2016, and before then I had been doing makeup since 2014. So I barely had like 1,000 followers on Instagram. And EA Beauty, they sent me their, that's why that brand is forever dear to my heart. They sent me their glitters. They were one of the first brands in Nigeria that I knew that launched glitters. So they sent me their glitters. Then that time when the rave was about glitters, and I was really playing around with glitters on Instagram and Snapchat, they sent it to me, and I remember feeling so happy, so grateful. And now I have a whole lot of products. This is not me saying it in a proud way. This is me saying it like I'm super blessed, super grateful. I do not take anything I have now for granted. Trust me, I don't take anything for granted. I know where I came from. I know where I am now, and I know where I'm still going to. So I don't feel like I've arrived in any freaking way. I'm always still so grateful, still so happy. So that's how it is. He got to see that even at this point now, I help pay some bills at home, very important bills. I help out a lot. He can see that I'm on my own. Like, my laptop is bought, I bought a new one. He didn't need to, you know, I pay for stuff. I have staffs that work with me, I pay them as well. So he's like, okay, this money that you're moving, I want you to go and get from working at a job. I can see that you're making it on your own and you're happy doing it. So he let me do it. So I would advise you, if you have parents that are very vehemently standing against you doing what you love, which is makeup or any career which you're following, just try to show them. That's the Nigerian mentality. They only feel that if you're not an engineer or a doctor, don't get me wrong, I wanted to study civil engineering. Like, I love the course, I love what it stands for, I still do, but that was not, along the line my passion changed, my view changed, my purpose changed. So it was not anybody's fault, do you get, per se. But he was like, oh, if you're not an engineer, you're not a doctor, you're not a, all those white collar like tags and all of that in Nigeria, you're not going to make money, you're not going to make a headway. And I've basically proven him wrong, or I've shown him better. Do you understand? So that's what I want you guys to gradually do. I didn't go butt head with him every time when he said no, don't do. If he tells me then don't do this makeup, go and clean your face, I'll go and clean my face. I didn't argue with him. I didn't make him, very angry. So that being said, try to understand your parents. They are not from our generation, sort of. In their own generation, you had to have a white collar job. It's not now that you can basically be on your phone and you are making millions of money. You can sit in one corner and record a video and post it online and you're making millions without doing anything. Passive income online. So that's just like, try to make them understand that, mommy, daddy, this my generation is different from your own. This my generation is different from your own. I can make money like this, I'll be fine. And then work towards showing them that you'll be fine, because in their mind, they just want you to be stable. They want stability for you. They want you to be able to provide for yourself. They want you to have some sort of, comfort. And if they're seeing you struggle, they won't believe that, okay, you can make it on your own. And if you're in school now, trust me, this is the best time to start to get your craft right. Know how to do eyebrows, to slay that face, so that once you come out, I think that's why it made it a bit more easy for me. I didn't just come out from school and start to struggle to build myself. While in school, I already built myself to a certain level. I think at the time when I was finishing uni in 2016, I had about almost 10k followers on Instagram. So it really helped. Like, it helped a lot. Even though at that time I didn't know that I was even going to grow bigger, because I knew what I went through to get to 10k. That story for another day. But I knew what I went through to get to 10k, and it didn't seem like it was going to grow bigger. And now I even know it's going to get bigger, but that's not what we're talking about. Try to make them understand that gently. Don't fight them. Just gently show them. On their own, they are brilliant individuals. So on their own, they'll say, okay, I'm seeing that this girl is okay, she's doing good. I don't need to force her to do something that she doesn't really want to do. Do you get? And it's something whereby if they feel that way about it, they won't feel like, oh, they've wasted money. Because my father doesn't feel like he's wasted money paying for a private university for me to go study civil engineering. Like, he feels like everything he did helped me get to where I am today. And that's what I want you guys to help your parents feel like. Don't fight them. Show them the way. Just make them see clearer. Make them see from your own eyes. You understand what I'm saying? And do it with wisdom. Don't be careless about it. Don't be rude about it, disrespectful. Just try to show them the way, basically. That brings us to the end of the video. I hope you enjoyed hearing me talk about how I started makeup and what I'll advise to build your kids and all of that good stuff. I have so much, like, this is a topic I'm very passionate about, because a lot of younger people now starting out think that, no, all of a sudden you have one box of makeup. That's not the way. All of a sudden you have 4 ring lights, all of a sudden you have very expensive lights, no, you have a camera. That's not the way. Like, it cannot happen like that. Rome really was not built in a day, and people just say this, they say it, oh, let me just say Rome was not built in a day. It was actually not built in a day. So I could go on talking about this topic, but I don't want this video to be super long. I'm going to go on to end this video right here. Let's keep the conversation going. Comment down below, what are some questions that you have or some advices you might have for people. I would respond definitely. I always respond though. You watching, I always respond. I'll respond to your questions, and if it's advices you might help someone out there, if there are areas that you think I didn't touch, leave it down below. I'll comment. And if it's something I feel like I need to do a whole new video on. Definitely I'll do a video on it. Yeah, so thank you guys for watching up until this point. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you for believing in me. And if it wasn't for you guys, I don't think like I would have the opportunities and the gifts that I have now. So thank you for making all this hard work that I put in, everything all worth it. Please give this video a thumbs up in case you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel, and I'm going to see you lovelies in my next video. Bye. Mwah.